If you had $1 for every karma point you have, what could you buy? I'm not super prolific when it comes to high karma point posts comments, so it'll depend on the currency it's paid in. US dollars, I could pay off most of my debts and have cash left over for a holiday. Aussie dollars, yeah. Pay off my debts and maybe cover an extra 2 or 3 months of rent. Euros or GBP, I'd be rolling in dough. Debts paid off, holiday, and probably fix up a couple of our cars. Post or comment karma. Post karma lets me pay off a good amount of debt and provides a small safety net. Comment karma gets me completely out of debt and fixes my car. It buys me a new car and small house. It also furnishes the house. I'd also be able to go out of network for some of my upcoming medical bills. A new car. Never have found anything that says how to earn them, or what they are for though. They just appear. Did piss me off when I first joined Reddit that some subs had restrictions on posting if you did not have X amount of karma. Some Reddit subs seem to be run by her presidents. Unsouls and games. A business license. All the tools I'd need to work at the business. A small shed to store the tools in. And still be able to buy food for a long time if the business didn't work out. A very modest, small house in a suburb of the local metro area. A modestly renovated kitchen and bath. A nice set of tools and cookware. Repairs for my car. And pay off all of my debt. Sire, man can dream. I farm karma by counting how many cars turn right during a red light. That wouldn't have been able to had I placed myself in that lane. By consciously avoiding that lane, I did a good thing. Kind of caught here. I can't pay off my mortgage. I have more than enough to buy a new car, but mine's not that old. I'd probably just invest it, so I could buy something in a few years. Well, after paying off student loans, I might try to buy a house. I wouldn't have enough to buy a house outright, but paying 1/3 of it would probably keep the mortgage reasonable, I think. I could buy some drugs to last me a week or so. Might as well just split it between cheaper drugs and a decent blowjob. Once again, depends on which country I'm shopping in. I could probably pay a good portion of a mortgage on a small house so my monthly payment could be affordable. But I don't really want a house, so I'll probably invest it. I give more karma than I get. But after 6 long years, I have 13,000 and could pay off half my debt, that's it. I'd still be in debt and my life would change very little. Some solutions to my current problems that will probably result in just delaying the issue because the underlying cause is completely out of my control and inevitable. It wouldn't be enough for a whole house where I live, but I could put together a hell of a down payment, then wipe out my car payment and the rest of my student loans. You guys have karma, law. I just comment whatever is on my mind, and don't really joke, so I've gotten very little. I could probably make a nice upgrade to my PC though. Perfect. I could pay off my parents' house, the debt of my wife and my parents, put some money in annuities, buy 1 or 2 new cars and then put the rest in the bank. I could make some of the house updates I need but don't want to take out a loan for, like all new windows, a new roof, or replacing shitty pipes. I could buy 1 Happy Meal and shake and have enough for some gum to freshen my breath. I'm content with my choices. Have a nice day. Oh, I've never really looked at my karma, but apparently I broke 100k at some point. Neat. That's debts gone and a whole lot of savings. Probably just enough to have dad exhumed, buried back home, and maybe pay off the new house assuming on the high end for safety. A big TV worth at least £2,800 if we use GBP. No idea on USD since I don't know the conversion, and I can't be bothered to look it up. Our house, pay off debts, my new vehicle, and likely have enough left over for a very much needed vacation and break from reality. I could buy a nice condo here in Boston and have a little left over for renovations. $758,000. Oh, would be nice right about now. A nice house with a garden and a lot of other things probably. I wish my bank account looked like my Reddit Calm account. A new car, a new roof, or a college education at a state or land grant university ESP. If I didn't need the room board, my karma pays off all my credit cards and loans. It buys peace of mind knowing my wife and I will no longer be struggling. What could I buy? Lots of shit. What would I buy? Probably a garage. A cheap project car if there's enough left over. I could be debt-free and have a nice down payment on a new vehicle. Plus probably go on a vacation that is long overdue. It'd be a decent down payment on a house. If I could buy anything though, a used Bessendorfer Imperial grand piano. I could buy a PlayStation 5 with some games. My comments always end up somewhere below. Would still be nice, I guess. Combine comment and post karma. A decent vacation, or a few months of rent. The vacation sounds better though. What I could buy and what I would buy are two different things. Either way, I just want my student loans paid off. With how crazy the times are right now, I'd just set it aside in a HISA and keep it as my rainy day funds. A very nice car or big deposit on a house. After I convert those dollars to sweet pound sterling, I would finally build a custom water-cooled no compromises PC that I have wanted for the past 4 years. I'm gonna start with health insurance, knowing how sedentary my life is. Slowly putting the money in. I'd remodel my kitchen and bathroom. It's not life-changing money, but it is living-changing money. Well, I would say a house. But I think I'm still too low for that. I'll go for something nice though. Buy a Reddit account with a lot of karma and then use that money to buy more and unlimited money. 2024 hybrid Prius doesn't have enough ground clearance for the streets in my country. An okay house, but I'd be able to buy it outright instead of a mortgage, which would be awesome. Pretty decent, just more investments into my ETFs portfolio so that money would grow. I can't remember mine. And I hope I can't buy a very expensive thing or else I'm in trouble. A car or down payment on an old home in a more affordable, but less desired spot in the US. Pay off all of my debt. Build a high-end gaming PC. And finish my home improvement projects. With today's prices, maybe a slice of warm may be warmed. Can't afford the butter, though. Never paid attention to karma. And don't know how to check, so... A bag of chips? I dunno. A new Road King special, and a bigger down payment for the house I'm making an offer on. A new computer. My old account has like 500k. Still all fake internet points though. Today, a nice car or mobile home. Next week, like, groceries for the week. Maybe. Reddit stock, and baby. I would ride that rocket ship straight into the ground. Oh Lord, I'd definitely finish my education. Maybe get a new laptop and phone. Probably an inexpensive house. I have close to 250,000 karma points. I could pay off the new mattress I bought in AM financing. That would be nice. I would treat myself to something, just put it in my savings. I'd be very comfortable. Would probably buy some acreage and build a house. Small house. Gonna have to 76k would disqualify me for my current apartment. I could pay off about 40 of my student loans, which would be pretty cool. New additional motorcycle. Plus a couple of potter's wheels for my studio. A pretty fun vacation or a one of those mini house shed type things. Dinner at McDonald's for 2. But only if I use the app and use some coupons. I remade my account. Sue. I could pay for food for the next 2 weeks. House remodel, new car and big first-class vacation with my kids' family. My last account. A big house, easily. This one. A nice but modest car. A king-size Reese's cup pack. I think. What do they cost nowadays, As a 12-year lurker, I can't afford much more than a decent vacation. I moved only a few months ago, so a new kitchen and a new bathroom. A bit of breathing room. Now if I still had my original account. A car that hasn't been rotting away in the Rust Belt for 15 years. Myself almost entirely out of debt, so I could start the fuck over. I could get myself out of debt and pay for 2 semesters of college. Nothing, just paying off debt. Then I could be debt-free by May. I could pay off my credit card debt. Or buy a mediocre used car. Pay off my student loans and put a fat down payment on a house. A lottery ticket. PC I'm at 7,777. Don't anyone give this karma. I'd have a $6 debt. Welcome to having unpopular opinions. I'd pay off all of my revolving debt and that's about it. It doesn't matter. It can't buy my wife out of the hospital. A house. Not a great one, but a starter house at the least. I'm going to the dollar store. I deserve the nice things, lol. Probably a pretty cool car like a C6 Corvette or a BMW i8. A yacht, why not? And some peace of mind. Wouldn't hurt. Nothing. I'd pay off my debt and invest whatever's left. I might be able to get a low-end copy of Flash Comics one, a nice car, or a down payment on a small home in my area. Bitcoin probably. Just to see if there is another boom. A bowl of pho to try and a bowl of menudo with beef. Depends on what to point $1,000 gets ya in the USA. Rent a room if Britain wantin' such shit at the moment. Lots of stuff to feed my expensive hobbies and a car. My child's healthcare co-pays this year. Cancer. A decent, brand new car or a down payment on a house. I could pay off the house and have a bit left over. Small house in buttfuck nowhere. Or a used Lambo. I'd buy a plane ticket to see a friend and a guitar. Some investments. Or pay off a chunk of the house.